Hey, Charlie. You having a good time? You can't really see it through the camera, but you can still see Charlie. Anyways, welcome to what we like to call the university vlogs of September. Just moving out to class and planning out my schedule is basically where I'm heading to the university. So I gotta map my route and plan my way there. So right now I'm at the university and everything. I'm like pretty early, like half an hour early or something, so I have to wait until the lecture is done. I don't want to disturb anyone else, so that's why I'm whispering. So I guess gotta wait. My first class is a Japanese class. It's 2 hours long, so I'll be like done till 12 o'clock, which means I gotta eat by that time. Then afterwards I head to math class. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun.
Now I'm walking around. I've just finished my classes. Japanese class is actually really interesting. It was 2 hours long. They did some introduction and we actually did some lessons. Really interesting. It's like I now know how to count to 100 in Japanese. Which is a fun fact. I had to buy some books because tomorrow I have to do tutorial classes to do on some homework and everything. So that's really interesting considering that the rest of the tutorial classes start in like 2 weeks or so. So this is starting tomorrow, so I'm, just walking around, so I'm not really talking and not really paying attention. Another thing is that the other class I went, it was math class. I had an hour beforehand so I could eat lunch. I went to math class and it was all about introduction and everything. So I do have to buy like some books or something. Well, I have like an extra day to do that, considering that my classes are from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna just walk around and then, yeah. I'm basically done with my classes for today, so I can just head home anytime. However, Nat has to finish her class till 3 o'clock. So I'm here till 3. So me and Nat will join up and then head home. And that'll be the end of Monday. Also have to buy the Japanese books mainly because, well, I need the books. I can't buy them online, otherwise it'll take too long or it'll be too complicated for me. So yeah, so I'm gonna head on home now. I should also point out that university is very different from high school. If you want to take an example, it's just the sheer size of it. I have to go to different buildings just to go to one class, which is really different. Another thing is the sheer amount of work I do, especially in the Japanese class. Mainly because I never learned Japanese at all. And we were like thrown into like proper greetings, how to do actual things, counting. That's what. So yeah, it's quite an interesting course, which is why I decided to take it. Anyways, I'll see you back home possibly.
Well, I'm back home. I changed my PJs again. Right now I'm doing some homework, unfortunately, because math gave me a crap ton of homework before Wednesday. This is all the math homework throughout the entire year, and each week I had to do a certain task beforehand. So it's gonna be quite a while for me to do all of this. So yeah. Basically, I'm gonna try to finish all the review in my hands. Right now, I'm gonna for textbook wise, I only bought the Japanese workbook and textbook, only because it's probably very important. That includes the CDs. But for the math ones, my Nat got when she was in school, she actually got the PDF versions, and basically she transferred her PDFs to my PC. So now I can just read it off my laptop. But it's kind of weird right now. It's kind of weird to use it, mainly because it's a new textbook. What do you think? The textbook's the size of this over here. This is the chemistry textbook that I'm gonna use in the spring whenever I use it. That's basically Nat's textbook as well. Yeah, it's freaking huge. The bio one, there isn't really much. It's just I read articles and I also grabbed another PDF of it, which was basically like a novel of some sort, like a little book. So yeah, I know this is all boring and everything because this is university. I'm talking about school. I'm talking about school of all things. I just gotta tell you, why am I explaining this to you? Basically, I don't know, so you can relate to me if you're having troubles with university. Because, well, no one's gonna listen to this apparently. Well, it doesn't matter. Tune in for Tuesday, I guess. I'm gonna just finish up my homework. Still quite a lot, just to let you know. Yeah, very convenient for me that Nats came to my rescue, like always. So, well, that's gonna be it. Tune in for tomorrow. Peace.
Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday, and well, I just went to class. I went to 3 classes, and they were all back to back to back. But to tell you first that I had to wake up at 6 o'clock just to eat my breakfast, wait for an hour, and then wait to the bus. So I had to wake up 3 hours before going to class because my class starts at 9, and so it's kind of like pretty problematic for me that I had to carry all my stuff. Wake up like 3 hours ahead, 3 hours beforehand, and then head there. What makes it worse is that I went to my first class, which is chemistry, and then afterwards I had to go to a different building, which is like a block away. So I had to head to my Japanese tutorial class within the next 10 minutes. There were a lot of people, so it was really hard for me to get out. So I got to the building, however, I could not find the room, so I went to different floors and everything. So I was late, unfortunately. They allow at least 10 minutes before the thing, so I was fine. Then I had to head back to a giant hallway to go to my giant like assembly room, giant hall room, and then do my last class, which is psychology. And well, I kind of zoned out in it, unfortunately. So right now I'm at the Innis College again. I always go here in case I'm bored. And right now I'm gonna have my food, which is actually soup my mom made me because I've been a little under the weather. She gave me some snacks in case I were to be even more hungry, but I have my own money anyways. But right now I have my laptop on me, and then while I'm eating, I'm gonna render my vlogs as well. So I'm eating and vlogging and rendering at the same time. So that's probably gonna be the highlight of this episode, of this day at the very least. Well, yeah, I gotta do some stuff as well. I'm gonna access CNN, and well, see you guys when I'm done.
Well, I'm back home, doing some homework, listening to music as well. Right now I'm doing some math. So I already did my Japanese Japanese homework. Now I gotta do some math. Chemistry and psychology. I looked up the portal, and I just have to buy the books tomorrow, as well as the equipment. So I gotta make a shopping list, just so I can remember this stuff. So I'm gonna tune in for Wednesday.